Hi, Hiromafuji here. Hiromafuji here from Kendo.com. Thank you for watching, and this is weekly wrap up, and also live. So I'm not too sure how you are watching this, and then I always do this, go on live without telling anyone. When I feel like it, I'll just do it. So I think only 4 people watching there, 5. So thank you if you're watching, and just wrap up. So I'm sure you can see what I uploaded this week in the description area, and I can't see. Okay, I'm gonna answer one question on this week wrap up. Alternative to seiza. This is a common question, but a lot of people don't know. Oh, hello, George, and hello, Carol San Pedro Diaz. Thank you for watching. Okay, yes, and I uploaded this week is what did I learn at Kodansha seminar. The Kodansha seminar was held, where was it? In Las Vegas. So it is designed for Kodansha, so like instructor level. And I learned a lot, and I had some thought about what Kodansha should be doing. It's not should be doing, like it's just some kind of ideas that what I felt like we should be doing, but doesn't mean everyone should be doing. If you listen to Kendo podcast episode 163, what did I learn at Kodansha seminar? Please share your thought in the comment area. And Kendo study, I was supposed to upload the meaning of the dojo, but I didn't do it. I don't know why, but I will do that. And so Kendo study, Tenouchi practice for small men strike. This lesson, you learn small men strike, and with Tenouchi, how you should be doing. Tenouchi doesn't really get old, does it? Like you really have to use, Tenouchi, we say like palm. Tenouchi is palm, basically. We call it Tenouchi. Te is hand, uchi is inside, so palm. And once you grab it, you don't know what's going on. So Tenouchi or misenai, we won't show our Tenouchi. That means it's a secret. So usually old schools didn't want to talk about how their Tenouchi works. But in the era we live, we don't kill each other, so we can share what we do, what we're supposed to do with our hands when you strike. So it is very difficult. If Tenouchi is something you have to get years and years of practice. And then I didn't learn how. We always learn, this is what you're supposed to do, but it's never. They don't really explain how really do it. But by watching and feeling Tenouchi from sensei, and then you kind of start replicate it, and then sensei gives you feedback, so you kind of start adjusting Tenouchi and how you look at people or how people strike, and then copy that so you can replicate their movement, and then kind of start understanding, okay, when to grab your sword. And I have Tenouchi videos, many Tenouchi videos. So if you go through on YouTube, I think I made a playlist called Tenouchi. So if you go through that, you maybe you may be able to copy or replicate what you should be doing. And this video is a part of exercise that I came up with, or it's probably a lot of people do it when they put men on and go like that. So it's not easy, but you gotta come up with something and practice those so you can understand what tenouchi feels like. Okay. And Kendo podcast episode 8, legendary Toda Sensei talks about shiai. I was lucky enough to translate him at Nito seminar, and I was kind of with him all the time. And I sat right next to him, and then he talks about, it doesn't sound like he was talking to me, but he was, just talking to himself. But I sometimes, well, not sometimes, I try to listen what he says. And we got to talk to, not we got to talk, he kind of shared what he was thinking about shiai before he passed away. So this is very rare, I think, just talk what he was thinking about shiai, or what Kendo is supposed to be. So I think it's very interesting. And Kendo milestones. Kendo milestones is, it sounds like, it's like, I don't know, it's like steps, but this is designed for Shodan and Sanda, and like George helps me. He helped me making this video. Unfortunately, the sound is not good. The sound system I was using is $300. It wasn't good microphone, and I think I need to get a new one. And then a video as well. This is the thing I really didn't like was I was using this camera, and I wanted to have multiple angles. So I got my what do you call it, iPhone, and George's iPhone. Those iPhones took better quality videos than this. So I really, really want to upgrade. I really need to upgrade the video. The video quality now is like, it's obvious. You can see the difference if I compare. I have a multiple angle, shot there, right? And it's nothing to compare between this and iPhone. Well, I'm talking about phone, iPhones, right? So its quality is so different. So I will upgrade, but I will ask you for some help because it's not cheap. But anyway, so Kendo milestones. This is for Shodan and Sandan applicants. So if you're IQ, you should be watching these videos. So Kendo milestones is made for those who are going for Shodan Sanda. And learn about the distances. We are talking about distance, but very difficult for many people. The reason is distance. You are not really. We learn Isoku Ito no Ma, and we kind of stuck there for a while. And by the time you are ready for Shodan is like Sanda, you really need to know your distance. Otherwise, your techniques won't work. And if you get too close, you're too slow. If you strike men from far distance, you can't reach. So you really have to know your own distance. And then what's Toma, what's Chikama, what's Shokuji no Maru, what are you going to do with it? So that is very important for you to know. Okay, distance may be easy, but it's not easy because we are going against a person. If that person knows how to manipulate you, how to manipulate the distance, you can't reach them, right? So that's what happens when you go against higher grade holders. They manipulate the distance. So they don't have to move, but you have to move. That's why you get tired. Especially going against high, like eighth dan sensei, older sensei. I think older sensei really knows how they manipulate you. And then they can stand, they can keep being a motodachi for hours, right? And we go against them and go like within a few seconds. So that's the secret. But to get there, hopefully, ever we can get there. If we ever get there, it's very, very difficult to do. All right. And what did we do? Oh, this is not. So next week, I'm sure you'll enjoy again. I have a lot of videos ready for next week, so I hope you really enjoy those videos. Now let's answer the question. Alternative to seiza. Now, when you put this particular question is by Paul David Arcos, I think. If I didn't pronounce your name correctly, I'm sorry. His question was, I have a question. I have a right knee condition. A lot of people have knee problems, so they cannot sit in seiza. That's his problems. He cannot sit in seiza and put bogu on, right? What can he do in order for him to put bogu on? You can just sit. You cannot bend your knees. You don't have to bend your knees. You just sit up. Knees on the floor. Knees on the floor, and then instead of bending, just keep your knees straight, and then put bogu on. A lot of people do that and no problems. And if you cannot bend your knees, you cannot bend your knees. So don't bend your knees. Don't hurt. It's no point to hurt yourself more. So you don't have to put your. Sometimes it's okay to stand and then put bogu on. Again, if you cannot sit in seiza, that's the only way you can do, right? You can sit in agura, is it crossing legs, but it's hard to put bogu on, right, in that position. So whatever it feels comfortable. You don't have to hurt yourself. It's not disrespect. What's people think? We have to do this. We have to do that. That's true. We have to have certain amount of. A certain level of respect at the dojo, but if you cannot do something physically because your knees cannot, you cannot bend your knees, you can't, right? I mean, so that's okay. That's not disrespectful. We call it like physical limitation. If you cannot, it's like you cannot lift your arm up. You can't lift your arm up from here, right? You can't strike big man strike. So it's okay if you can't do it. But important thing is everyone should know that. I personally think everyone should know that. So they don't tell you to have it, have your hands above your head. Or, if you cannot sit in seiza, they don't tell you, sit in seiza. Right, that's hard, isn't it? You cannot do it physically. You want to, but people tell you what you should be doing, but you know that. So I know the feeling. So I think it's very important. The sensei know. Your sensei should know your condition, and then everyone else at your dojo should know. Hello, Lapis Lazuli. I'm sorry, I'm very, very bad with names. And also, what do you call it? Yeah, I cannot do little things at the same time anymore. I'm sorry, guys. When I'm reading your name, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah. So if you're gonna do anything, do something physically because you are injured, don't worry about it. Just don't do it. No need to hurt yourself more. And oh yeah, I have if you some people don't know your health condition, so I thought you can have something on your arm, like if you have if you're physically hurt, but you want to train as much as you can on that day. But it's hard to say to everyone, right? So you can have like, I have injured kind of tag. But for example, you can have like ribbon, right? Ribbon. But it's dangerous to have ribbon, pin the hook in hook it. If you use pin, that's dangerous, right? So we can come up with something, that I don't know. If you have good ideas, let us know. So I have some body condition. Hello. Best exercise for beginners can. Best exercise a beginner can, should, or must do at home. I'll come back to you, Daniel. And yeah, so it's very important for people to know your condition so they don't push you too much. Pushing you in Kendo physically, we challenge ourselves to our physical limitation, right? And then sensei will help you to go beyond the physical limitation. But if you're physically injured or you have asthma, they should be aware of that. Otherwise, we never know. We don't want you to end up in hospital. So we have to have some kind of like elastic band. So like red, if you have red, you have physical condition, or asthma, if you have white asthma condition, whatever. So it's easy for everyone to know at least, he might not be able to handle it, right? So we can know, especially the big seminar. A lot of people there. I know it's if you want to be a part of a seminar as much as you want, and then they try to help you. In Kendo, we push you hard so we can help you, but sometimes we shouldn't be pushing you too much, right? So for that reason, I think we need some indication. So let's say for now, colorful elastic band. All right, I've been thinking that for a long time, but I don't really go anywhere else. But I know my students' condition, so I'm aware of when to finish or when to end. Or I always talk to my students: "Are you okay? If you need to rest, just rest." So that's how we do it at our dojo. So no one yet ended up being in the hospital. But anyway, so I think it's very important. So ask permission. If you cannot do seiza, that's fine. It's easy to tell. If you don't sit in seiza, people will know, maybe you have knee injured. That's very common anyway, everywhere in the world. So they will know. So don't worry about it. If you cannot sit in seiza and put bogu on, you can stand if it's necessary. Don't worry, okay? You're fine. You're not disrespecting anything. Okay, your body condition it's just not allowing you to do that, right? So that's okay. Now, exercise. Not particularly. A lot of people, even 8th sensei, do suburi at home. So that is number one exercise. If you want to improve your physical endurance, if you can do running, you can run. Cycling, that will help. and anything you can think of. You can do. You can join a gym and do athletic. I don't remember what we used to call some interval exercise. Okay, if you can handle it, I think you should do it. Physically, you'll be what do you call it? Physically, I don't remember. Physically fit. Physically, you can be fit, right? So you should do whatever you want to do, but Suburi is one. And if you're an adult, as in like 20 years old, 30 years, 20, maybe it's 30 years old, 40 years old. If you're young enough and it can handle a lot of suburi, that's good. Next day maybe a little bit muscle, sore muscles, and then but you're fine. That's good. It's very important thing is you don't hurt yourself by doing such exercise. So if you can handle 500 suburi a day, that's good. 1,000 suburi a day, that's good. Cardio helps. That's right, mate. Message redirected. Why? But anyway, so that's good. Cardio. And as for kakari geiko, okay, at the dojo, my experience, running helps. All helps. Your body parts will be stronger, right? That's very important. So you can last longer. But in the kakari geiko, those very fit people, like what do you call it? Ironman race. They do swimming and cycling, right? They are strong, but for some reason, when they tried kendo, a lot of people, the fit people tried kendo, they didn't last long. A full marathon, they can run full marathon, and then they can't last long. It's simple. We don't. It's like we have sprint type of exercise plus cardio type of exercise. Without breathing, right? And then we're gonna do it a lot. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So different types of exercises. So maybe high intensity interval athletic training. Maybe that is probably what do you call it? It might be ideal for kendo. So Ironman triathlon. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, intervals a big part of cardio. So this is probably I agree. Interval exercise. Like kakari geiko is 始め boom, the 20, 15, 20, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Just go. Keep going. If you're young, and if you are capable of doing that, I should do it. You should do it. And if you're 30 years old, you're late starters, do it big. Man, turn around, kote, man. Nice and big, good rhythm. And important thing is you don't mess up with your footwork. If you do it, if you're just focusing on cardio in kendo, you forget about basics. If you forget about basics, you're repeating the wrong stuff over and over. So after all, you are training very hard, but you're developing bad habits, and then you don't improve. And then that's not good, right? Why are you training that hard and then you don't improve? So when you at the dojo, you focus on correct stuff. Do things correctly. Don't worry about cardio too much. And then like this is a good exercise. I think I have video, kirikaeshi video, 3 levels of kirikaeshi video. The difference is breathing. Man, nice and big correctly, and each strike has go man. You can breathe after each strike. Okay, that's not very hard because the focus is correctness, so it doesn't have to be hard. Okay, you have to accomplish that. And second one is man and breathing, Keep, you don't breathe after each track, but you have to do it slowly but correctly. Nice and long, and then once you're just about to out of you pass out, you have to breathe in. Hi, thank you. CrossFit is good. WKCW1 World Kendo Championship, is it? CrossFit, yes. CrossFit is, I think, good. Hi, Alex Curtis. Hello. Thank you for watching, guys. Yeah, and so breathing. And then finally, one breath. Yeah, one breath each. Yeah, we have two sets in each in one kirikashi. Man. That's one. So man and nine sayu man. And man. Okay. So and then man, right? Yeah. If you can, don't breathe in. Yeah, man. This is one breath. If you do that, that will make you very tired. Okay, and then man. And then at the very last man, you don't even have any voice left. So if you do that, your cardio will last. I have asthma, and when I do it, I feel burning. I feel burn here. So it really depends on your body condition. Really, if you can do it, you should be doing it. And then also, don't do it. Challenges is good, but you can, maybe you are capable of doing it, but I don't want you to pass out. So do it slowly. Like, man, you can breathe in. Then nice. This is very important. Okay, man. First, man, you can breathe in here. Then man. You can breathe in here. Man. This last ninth man, sayu man, ninth left man. Man, take sugar. Man, this is one breath. Have to be one breath. This must be one breath. Man, and again, man. And nice and big, of course. If you do it small, you can keep going, of course. If you make it big, and then make your body movement big, of course, and then your body will consume more oxygen, so you will be out of breath even more. So that's very, very, very difficult to do. I mean, if you do kirikashi like that, your physical endurance will improve a lot. I made my students do that last week. They just go. All right, so you can really do that. Any tips for Kendo practitioners outside of Japan and Europe? Outside of Japan, in Europe, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna finish after this. How long I've been? 30 minutes. Okay. So it's very difficult. I don't know. Out of Japan, in Europe, I don't live in Europe, so I'm not too sure in Bulgaria. Okay, the situation probably is the same. You don't have many Kendo practitioners, right? And let's say 10 people, maybe less in a club, right? Yeah, good. So, this is very hard. It's a situation is 12. Yeah. We always have 10 people, 12 people, maximum 16, 14, regular, maybe more than you have regularly. So we are lucky. We constant, and we have a good level. Not all all of them are not all, but we don't have many beginners. We have beginners, but we can put men on and practice together. Important thing is we always work on kirikaeshin basics. And then most of them are adults. So I don't want them to rush through movements because they're Kendo late starters. Okay. They started Kendo when they were mid 30s, mid 40s. Some of them started their Kendo 20s, in their 20s. But still, they didn't start Kendo when they were a kid. So that means they move. If they don't do it right now, they won't improve much, right? So they don't have 10 years of kids time like I used to have. So I really spent a lot of time on basics. I spent 30 minutes kata. Every training is 30 minutes kata. And basics and jigeku at the end. Now, I don't show much of. We don't practice. What do you call it? Techniques. I just all I want to focus is the level up until third dan, right? So most of them, if you have 12 people, not third dan yet, they all have to make an effort to strike one step, one cut. Good distance, one cut. Good distance, one cut. They have to know their distance. And once you get to your distance, your striking zone, oh, that's good. 4 people are fifth down. That's good. That's better than us. So that's good. Well, you're great, Andre. Is it Andre or Andre? I'm sorry. So I think it's first done. That's the 4 people or fifth dan. That's great. That's great. So they are leading the class, right? Okay, first done. So everyone should work on those people can work on their techniques among themselves. Okay, so that's good. There's a lower level up until third dan. You have to focus on your striking distance. We call it uchima. I have a lot of videos on that on YouTube now, so go over it. And I am going to make some. I'm putting things together with the PDF files, and then I'm planning to sell those for Shodan Nidan Sandan examinees. So, but you can watch those videos for free now on YouTube. So if you can go over it, that would be great. So uchima, strike. Uchima, strike. If you cannot do it, you cannot improve, or if you cannot do it, you cannot pass sandan. If you cannot pass sandan, it's not fun, is it? So from here you have to know your striking distance. Once you get into your striking distance, don't move your feet. Left foot. One step, palm. One step and one cut, and if you practice that, and that will help your kendo. And then once you can do it, you can start right? So this is golden rule. Get into your distance. Don't move your feet. Once you get into your distance, don't move your left foot, and you can reach your opponent with one step with the right foot. One step. Stomp. Okay? Stomp. Right? This will lead you to, we call it shikake waza. Okay? You initiate, strike. And then the other one is from shikake waza, you turn that into debana waza. Okay, debana waza is your opponent's just about to execute some technique, you get them. Okay, so if you cannot do shikage waza, you cannot do debana waza. Okay, so that is the basic technique of kendo. Shikage waza and shikage waza to debana waza. If you can do those two, blackout. Okay, so if you cannot do those two, it's hard to pass third dan, sandan. And the yondan, you should be able to do ojiwaza. Okay, all right. I have a lot of hello. Way that you would record a video with sword. I think that there are people who like. I have video with the Yaito Thomas. Is it Thomas? So you can watch that. I don't really. I practice Iaido just a little bit. I used to do kenjutsu called kenjutsu. Yeah, iaijutsu called Hokiryu. But my sensei was technically, originally my sensei was Alex Bennett and Hamish Robinson, and their sensei was the late Niwata sensei, and he was teaching Iaido at the dojo I used to go to in Japan, and he passed away, and I'm here, so I just kind of stopped learning Hokiryu, but yeah, you can find some videos with the sword. Oh yeah, Andre, yeah, try that, and I have just watch video. I think I have already uploaded those videos, so I hope that was helpful for you. Okay, and my wife is, I'm sure she's chopping some onions. Oh, no worries, man, Thomas. My English is awful too. Oh, happy Labor Days, man. Happy Labor Day, George. You need to go now. I need to go now too. No worries, Thomas. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. I didn't expect you guys to be here. And, I just randomly do the live. If you check name. Oh, okay. That's nice. A lot of your people from Europe too. Maybe it's not at night, I think. Isn't it? Yeah. Great. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I have to go now too. And please watch those videos. And I will be going. It's 23. Oh, you guys should go to bed. Tomorrow is. Oh, it's not. You don't have Labor Day. It's not Labor Day tomorrow in Europe, right? We have holiday tomorrow, so in the US, but not you guys. So have a good night, guys, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you. Yeah, go to bed, man. Is it man or I'm sorry? Oh, Andre is. Are you male or female? I assume you're male, but not too sure. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but okay, good. Go to bed, man. All right, thank you for watching. Now I'll see you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. WKCW1 World Kendo Championship World 1. All right, cool, man. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And you will have some videos coming up tomorrow, so this week too. So please watch them, and that will help me to earn money to get a new 4K. I need 4K. I was very shocked when I saw iPhone video and the video taken by this camera, and I go, iPhone has better quality, and I was so shocked. So yes, I will. So if you watch a lot of videos and share them everywhere, so everyone can watch those. I hope these videos are helping you guys, and yeah, I will see you next weekend, hopefully, maybe live. I don't know. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. guys. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Give support on Patreon. Thank you very much. Do that. That's another option. Thank you guys. Bye. Good night.